Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 775 Sports Cards, where I've been going through some of the first box on my personal collection. And I spent some time and went through the box and sorted out the cards that were either more valuable or the things that were interest of me in the box. And we're going to go through that. So let's get started. I think the first thing I want to do is kind of just lay out what I've got here on the table. Down here in the lower part, I have the stacks of baseball cards. Up there, we got the Nolan Ryan on the stand. And then I pulled out some of the other things in the box, which I don't know where I got these, but I had a stack of Return of the Jedi cards. I believe they're from the early 80s. I'll go through this too. I got this from a Chevron gas station, try to make sure there's no glare. Hall of Famer Willie Mays card with a pin on it. Since it says Chevron down here in the corner, I'm just assuming I got it from there. There's a little bit of his stats on the back on that. Kind of a neat little thing. Pulled it out and I must have got it, put it away. I've got a stack of, I think these were the Los Angeles Dodgers police cards from 1984. I believe there's 2 years here. 1981 and 1984, and we'll go through those. And, back here, I cut this out. This was the bottom of one of the boxes when you'd buy the cards. Kind of neat. They got a Reggie Jackson and a Don Mattingly card there. Oda B. McDowell and Willie McGee on the other two. And both of them have the stats on there for the cards in there. So I must have cut that out of the bottom of the box, not wanting to save it, but they're kind of some neat cards in there too. Then we've got the 80. These were 83, I believe. Baseball player cards. Got Greg Walker, Rick Sutcliffe, Jesse Orasco, Bill Buckner, Jack Morris, Hall of Famer, and a Dave Winfield one. And Steve Carlton. So we got a couple nice ones in there for those little baseballs in there. Pulled out a box of 1989 Topps Baseball Traded Series. Cards 1T through 132T. This box has never been opened. Been inside that other box probably since I bought it and just put it up. Hung on to it. And then in this, you guys can't barely see that, but in the box over here, we've got a bunch of little mini sticker cards. And I went through and pulled out the better players out of there, and we'll be going through that too. Got a little Reggie Jackson one there. And then I'll just show you this real quick. Must have been something I found at a card store, or not a card store, but a stamp store in Twain, California. I bought it because I've always liked Babe Ruth. And this was the first day of issue for the Babe Ruth postage stamp on a card honoring Babe Ruth. I don't know that I've ever opened that up. It looks like there's a little letter inside there that probably tells you it was postmarked July 6, 1983. So something I just bought and have hung on to since then. It was in that box. So I think, let's see. I think the first thing I want to do is go through the stack right here in the middle. I pulled out this little Frank Viola miniature card here. I don't think he's worth very much, but it was just kind of weird. I found one miniature card in that whole box. Pulled out a David Justice out of there in the 91 Fleer. A Terry Pendleton. And I pulled these two cards out, the Terry Pendleton and the Oil Hershiser card. This Oil Hershiser card is his rookie card. It's not too bad on centers or anything else. The Pendleton is. But for anyone that ever thinks they might miss the gum error, can look at the backs of these cards. We'll get both of these up here. And you can see the stain that the gum left in these cards. The Oil Hershiser is not as bad as the Pendleton card, but I think if you didn't like chewing on the gum, and that was one reason to be happy that the gum was gone out of those boxes of cards from back then too. So we'll go through some of these cards real quick. This was the Silver Slugger cards. There's Don Robinson, Ellis Burks. These are the 1991 Upper Deck cards. Dave Parker, Julio Franco, Bobby Bonilla, Kelly Grubner, another Bobby Bonilla, a Matt Williams card, and a Cecil Fielder card. Then I pulled out just this kind of a neat Sammy Sosa card. These were the 1992 Topps cards. And the way you got the winners cards was every pack of cards that you opened had a scratch-off card in there. And you scratched it off and got runs, and you sent the runs in. And they cashed it in for a gold card and sent it back to you. So this is one of the Sammy Sosa gold cards, winner cards. And I've got some more that'll come up too. Another Sammy Sosa card. I pulled out most of his cards because just some of the stuff that they did, you know, the home run race that he had with Mark McGwire that they did the ESPN documentary on was kind of a neat deal. So Sammy Sosa got back into the spotlights there. And another one right here. And then I found 3 packs of these. This pack has never been opened. This was the Score rookie cards, P&G, which I'm thinking stood for Procter & Gamble. Wilkert on the shortstop. I think that's the most valuable card. It's the first one there. There's not a lot of All-Stars or anything else in there. None of them got to be, I don't think, too famous in there. So I had 3 packs of those in there too. So that was our first little row right there. Let's do this row too. I think we got enough time. We got an Ivan Rodriguez rookie card, Pudge, right in there. Here's Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, the gold winner card. This is, I believe, that's his, this is the 92. So this is his 4th year card. Coming back up, and then same thing, we found another Ken Griffey, just a base player card in there. And the Upper Deck cards. Ken Griffey Emotion cards is what we always used to call it. I think it's named the same thing in there, but this was kind of his base card out of the 92 Upper Deck cards. So we got the one. Got a couple of those. This was a 92. French's Mustard Player Series card, Ken Griffey Jr. center field, and Dave Justice right field for the Braves. Neat looking little back right there with highlights from both players. Kind of a neat little card there too. Another motion card. Then we got the Ken Griffey Most Exciting Player 1992 Upper Deck card. Gives you a little rundown of what there. The 92 Fleer Ken Griffey card there. And the Stadium Slugger from Top Stadium Club, Ken Griffey Jr. card. So we always try to pull out Ken Griffey Jr. and hang on to him. Another Most Exciting Player, Pinnacle Creators, Ken Griffey Jr. 1994 card. Triple play card of Ken Griffey Jr. And a Don Russ 94 card of Ken Griffey Jr. Front and the back pictures on both sides. It's those nice looking cards. We'll get down a couple more in here. I think we got some more Ken Griffey Jr. We got the cartoon caption cards there. The All-Star card of Ken Griffey Jr. A couple of those. Another one of the triple play cards. Another Ken Griffey, the cartoon cards with the big heads. Center field card there. Ken Griffey Jr. This one is a Fleer, a 93 Fleer card. Here was a couple Mark McGwire's. These are 1990 Topps, I believe. There's the mini card and the micro card. both together in one pack. Then a post serial, Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners. The Fleer Ultra, looks like 93, Ken Griffey Jr. card. Another motion card. And the Ken Griffey Jr. there. Upper Deck 93 card, Ken Griffey Jr. This is the Reggie Jackson autograph card where I think Reggie Jackson must have gone through. This is R11. Picked out probably 11, 12 of his favorite players, and they did a little card to him where Reggie Jackson gave a little words here on what he felt about Ken Griffey Jr. Then I came up with some other cards in this first act that I liked. These were the Rickey Henderson Pepsi Cola cards. And I believe we got these when you bought a 12-pack of Pepsi, and they were inside there. They were marked on the outside. So if you look really carefully, they're not centered very well, but you can also kind of see, oh, there's some damage to some of these cards, dings on the faces, and I can kind of assume that was from coming in a 12-pack of Pepsi. But you can find these cards out there. They're just kind of neat to keep hanged on. I couldn't put them in penny sleeves because they're bigger sizes than the regular cards. So another Rickey Henderson Pepsi card there. Pulled out the Alan Trammell All-Star card. George Brett Record Breaker card. First player to win batting championships in 3 decades. And then another card I really like. Let me see if I can move it around. This is the Upper Deck card of Hank Aaron. See if we can get it to where you guys can see it. But 1991 Hank Aaron card, number 1 there. Tom Glavine card, Bowman card. Whoops. From there. And the Frank Thomas Winter Gold card. This was his second year card. First time he's in the White Sox uniform. The first card they did of him was in his Auburn college uniform. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we'll come back either tomorrow and we'll do some more of the other cards down here and let you take a look at what's there. Thanks for watching.